Hi everyone, it's Abby from the Center for Career Development, here today to talk with you about strategies for successful telecommuting and how to be successful working remotely. Please note that throughout this module, there will be times when you need to pause to either watch a video or to do an activity. Please make sure that you go back into eCampus to watch videos and make sure that you stop to do activities so that you can get the most out of this module, and be aware that you might be asked questions in the quiz that refer back to the video content. What is telecommuting or working remotely? Remote work is the concept of professionals conducting work tasks outside of a traditional work environment like an office. With the rise of access to internet, employees can perform assignments virtually anywhere with a connection. Working remotely often means using various methods to complete work, including telephone, online chat, video meeting software, and email. Some popular places to work remotely include home, coffee shops, libraries, community working spaces such as WeWork. For some employees, telecommuting might mean working remotely for part of the week and being in the office the remainder of the week. Here are some of the employee benefits to working remotely. Increased flexibility, shorter commute times, and a flexible work schedule. Location, no need to move for a perfect job in a different location. Less distractions, less unnecessary coffee breaks or water cooler chat. Work-life balance, ability to care for family members, and flexibility for personal appointments. Here are some of the employer benefits to remote work. Lower costs, less overhead costs such as rent, electricity, etc. It also allows employers to offer raises or higher salaries as they aren't paying as much in overhead costs. Higher productivity. There's less distractions in the office to allow employees to get more done. No commute, extra coffee breaks, or other distractions. Higher retention. In a survey conducted by SoftChoice, 75% of employees said they would quit their job if offered a remote job. Talent pool. Employers have the ability to hire people from anywhere in the world and retain top talent. Employee mental health. According to Avicor, 82% of telecommuters have lower stress levels than in-house workers. Let's talk about the challenges to working remotely. There's a lack of immediate feedback. Some ways to solve this problem might be to send reminder emails to the person that you're waiting on. If the matter is time sensitive, more notifications are acceptable, such as a phone call or text message if that's acceptable in your workplace. More possible distractions. Children, roommates, and pets can all be distractions at home, while other patrons might be distractions if you're working in a coffee shop or other public location. Loneliness. It can be isolating to not be around any coworkers, especially if you live alone or you're by yourself all day. Difficult to unplug. Lines between personal time and work time can blur and make it difficult to only complete work during work hours. Let's talk about how to communicate with coworkers in a remote work setting. Skype, Microsoft Teams, which is what WVU typically uses, and other video chat services are typically used. GroupMe, Slack, WhatsApp, and other group chat communication apps are also typically used. Zoom, Google Hangout, and other group call platforms. All the above forms of communication can be helpful, but the most important detail for communication is to be transparent with your supervisor on what works and when. It can be helpful to talk through communication expectations with your manager and coworkers frequently so you know you are following the preferred methods. At this time, please pause this video and go back into eCampus to watch video number 1. Let's do a recap on the 10 tips that the video talks about in staying motivated and productive in a remote work environment. Do something for yourself before you start work, whether that's working out, watching the news, or reading. Having a designated workspace. Make a list of priorities. Have an open line of communication with your manager and colleagues. Don't try to multitask. Avoid distractions, such as your TV or your phone. Don't snack for the sake of it. Take a designated lunch break, offer support to others, and get enough sleep. Let's stop here and do an activity. Is remote work a good choice for you? Ask yourself the following questions to determine if remote work might be a good choice for you, whether in a future internship or full-time position. Am I happy spending long periods of time on my own? Am I self-disciplined and self-motivated? Am I confident working without direct supervision? Am I comfortable communicating with my colleagues via email, chat, video conference, etc. instead of face-to-face? Do I have a quiet, distraction-free area at home in which to focus on my work? Will telecommuting help me achieve the work-life balance I want? Let's discuss some remote work roles and companies. Below is a list of common remote work roles such as software developer, sales representative/manager, accountants, project management, human resources, marketing, consulting, data analyst, financial advisor, logistics coordinator, social media manager, and many more. There are definitely other positions that can be offered in a remote work capacity. These are jobs that just are more often offered in this remote work atmosphere. We also have a list of companies that frequently hire remote workers. Rosetta Stone, Bridgestone, Dell, Amazon, Ernst & Young, Intuit, Adobe, American Express, Apple, Leidos, Salesforce, Cisco, and many more. As with remote work roles, these aren't the only companies that hire remote workers, just a list of companies that commonly do. Searching for a remote job. Telecommuting or working from home can have different variations. Roles might be 100% remote, partially remote, or just provide the option to work remotely if needed. Make sure to assess whether or not working from home will be a good fit for you. You can use remote job boards and websites such as We Work Remotely, FlexJobs, and Remote.co. As you're searching for remote jobs, you can use targeted keywords such as remote, work at/from home, home-based, telecommute, and cybercommute. You've now completed the Strategies for Successful Telecommuting module. Please go back into eCampus and take the Strategies for Successful Telecommuting quiz to fully complete this module. Please note that in eCampus, there is also a document that has been provided to us by N3 about how to be successful in a virtual workplace. This has several tips to help you if you're considering remote work. Make sure that you check this out as well.